Hello and welcome to another Good Urge Honor Mode playthrough. I am the One-Eyed Cat, and this is my attempt to play through Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode for the first time. I am not some expert. I'm just a fellow person that's trying to do some stuff. Here we are in Grymforge, about to engage some stuff, and we just found the shield mold. Which is up here. I'm going to hold on to it and give it to Diamond. Sell it to him, even if I don't use it, but whatever. So here we go. Like I said before, playing a Swords Bard, College of Swords, as Dark Urge, half orc, so that I can get myself some badly needed power and might. Alright, here we go. I've never faced. I think I faced this before in Honor Mode. I played a custom game where the difficulty was set to Honor Mode, even though the rest of it wasn't completely Honor Mode. Let's see if I survive. All right, so let's see here. You guys are resistant to fire. I wonder if there's anything else you are or not resistant. Okay, immune to poison, immune to fire, resist cold. Okay, so not thunder. Alright, well, time for some thunder then.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
I'm going to approach these people, or these enemies, only because I want to get the buff of thunder from Thalar Aluve started. I don't like having to take a turn to sort of jumpstart the sword, but whatever. Alright, this is Shovel. I just think he's cute or amusing or whatever. Keep in mind some of the things he says. He is not talking about a sexual act, as far as I can tell. But it's worth pointing out. I am trying to actually keep this more or less PG, or PG-13. So hopefully we won't have any of those problems. I do skip some of the romance scenes. Carlock should be ideally set up for this. She's using a berserker thrower with the returning pike. Like, with all due respect, this weapons or this tactic is just ridiculously powerful. Like, I critted and gave 38 damage. Usually you do consistent damage within the 20s. See, like, he's already dead. So, like, this is extremely powerful. I really do think Games the G, Games the G for teaching me this build is quite nice. I could, let me think here, where are my spells at? It looks like I'm going to survive this without having to use a lot of spells, so I'm going to go ahead and engage in some melee. Let's see here, what was I going to do? By the way, like my usual policy is when my spellcasters, any one of my spellcasters gets to place where they don't have about half of their spells left, that's usually when I go ahead and do a long rest. You have to be sort of judicious with your long rests in Honor Mode because you don't get a lot of resources, so usually also if I have 2 average enemies left, that's when I stop using sorcery points. It's important to conserve. Okay, I got knocked over there. That's actually sort of interesting. Where's the other one? Alright, so I'm going to have to basically start getting a new creature. I noticed you see some thunder damage rolling off of these because of the Thalar Aluve Shriek. And I have an extra hit point, or an bonus action, so might as well. This shit. With a hand crossbow at that distance. Are you serious, Gale? And I do have the permanent buff. Crap. Actually, I pressed it on the ground. But anyway, I do have Shovel as a permanent buff. I recommend following the instructions for that. Pick up the stuff. The Merregon left.
I recognize this. The Merregon wore it. But they won't fight without a commander.
So, let's see here. I am going to try to, not talk when certain important things happen. But yeah. Let's see here, what else? No one needs healing. There's not really much I can do on that thing. Alright, So it's time to engage in some... Actually, I'm going to show you the reckless throw. Or enraged throw. This is ridiculous because it has the chance to knock him down. There you go. Prone. Well, it killed him outright, but it knocked him prone. If they're prone, like, attacks against them have advantage. You also can throw at real close distances. It's a good build. Honestly, you know, whoever came up with this and figured this out, I mean, kudos.
What's the story?
I don't know. What is the story, Carlock?
Still breathing, despite everything.
Why am I encumbered? Is it just because I took that? Alright. Don't care. Flash completed. I was flashing OpenSUSE Linux 15.6 to my computer, to my USB. I'm going to be installing on a separate computer tonight. Anyway, let's see what else. Let's go ahead and send that to camp. Let's lighten our load a little bit. By the way, again, if you eat some of the dwarf meat from the goblin camp, you gain hit points back. I know it's sort of messed up, but it's sort of ironic too, being the darker.
Just a brief respite.
I mean, if you were a dwarf playing Dark Urge, then it would be cannibalism.
If not over,
so I'm trying not to
then
do
through.
cannibalism. Anyway, there's another devil foil mask. There's a way to combine all four. Like, if you have 4 people in your party wearing them, supposedly
Merregons' leader
there's a
might
bonus
still be
that you can
around.
get out of it. But I'm not going to use that in this playthrough. Sybil Kethric Thorn. Huh. That's interesting.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Candles all over the place. If you don't know how to do this already, I recommend
traps,
that you learn how to
please.
hold on to your left alt, because you can find things that might not be immediately immediately noticeable. Let's see. All right, so Fire Stoker. It attacks. It damages things that are on fire.
Well, well, well.
Yeah, let's go over here. I want you to have it, so let's equip. So then one of these is Fire Stoker and one's the hand crossbow +1. We can sell that now. Take all the rest of the stuff. Arrow of Salving, actually, that's an arrow that heals. I'm going to send that to Shadowheart.
Can't give up now.
I'm going to send it to camp. Devil foil masks. I think you can convert the devil foil masks to Orthon,
Bathe my
essentially
path with
Orthon bombs or
corpses.
some sort of type of
Build
bomb.
my castle with
Like a
bones.
hand grenade sort of like bomb type of concept. So I'd recommend holding on to those. Alright, now here's where it gets interesting. I could, in theory, jump all the way back through all this stuff and do other things, but I don't want to disturb the dwarves, the Dwergar that are like outside of here. Basically, if you go back out here, you go out the front where those Dwergar are basically pitching those dead gnomes into the river, which is sort of sad. So I don't recommend doing that. I'm actually going to sort of cheese this a little bit differently. I'll loot that area later. I'm actually going to cheese this area slightly by grabbing a Featherfall and like jumping down here, because there's an important interaction that I want to have over there. So let's see if I can prepare for this. I may have sold some of my Featherfall scrolls just because I needed some money temporarily. So let's see. In fact, honestly, I usually give Gale all the scrolls, so I'm just going to give them over to Gale. This is the tattered scroll from the Spider Matriarch. Doesn't need to be in my inventory because I can't really sell it. But let me think here. Who's got... I have to like clean this up a little bit.
What's
Who
next?
has... By the way, I have a little young kitten that might try to attack me and get on my lap. I might have to deal with a little bit, so I apologize ahead of time. I love my little kitten and I will help her out. Featherfall. No, I don't. Don't have Featherfall scrolls at all. I have potions of it. That's not going to be good. I might actually have to delay this, so hold on, let me think. Featherfall, Scroll of Fly. I don't want to use Scrolls of Fly, that's going to be like a waste. Don't want to use Dimension Door. I also don't want to jump down, because if you go over here and look at the pain factor, it's like 13 hit points. I'm going to basically like have to heal everyone as soon as they even hit the ground. It may not be worth it right now. I do have Misty Step on
Still alive.
guys.
So that's progress.
On this one.
Come on, let's go.
Let's look at our inventory one more time. Let's send us the Gale. Honestly, I might need to actually go over and see if someone else has what I want. I'm gonna go briefly over to Kansas see if Baldur has something. A Feather Hall.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
He says the same
Quite the
thing
cozy
whether
setup
you're
you'll have
male
here.
or female. Like, my
I'll just make
fellow-
myself comfortable.
It's like,
Thank you
dude, I
so
don't think you understand, bro. Anyway, it's just how they're programmed. I'm gonna have Scrolls of Fly, but I have to use like a crap ton of them, and they're already pretty expensive. So I take that back. I'm gonna have to wait. I have to wait. My kitten is underneath me, reaching up, trying to attack me from underneath the computer desk. Alright, so if I had to jump down, let's see what I can do.
Don't burn yourself.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Let me work my magic.
He's the only person that can Misty Step down there. I don't want to use Misty Step scrolls yet.
Let's
so
move.
I'm gonna have to skip this area.
Another step forward.
Let me think.
What's inside?
I mean, I might find a scroll on the way in. I'm still mentally debating whether I want to attack the Grymforge Guardian. You can totally beat the game without ever having adamantine armor. But it's too much. You know, it's too tempting. I want to do it, but I don't know if I can. So I'm gonna have to think about it. Let's see what we find in terms of loot. Because we can still open up the waypoint.
Maybe I need more pockets. Open up.
Where do I have... Yeah. Who would be in the middle if I did this? I'm gonna say I'm gonna give it to Karlach. Honestly, I hate to say this, but like the way I usually beat... just talking while I do this. The way I usually beat Grymforge Guardian is I basically put Lae'zel over there with like a lot of buffs and a lot of like ways for her to Misty Step out of there. Basically I use her as
Look
bait.
at the skeletons. You realize
Dark Justicia uniforms. These were Shah worshippers. The same as me.
That's a tough one. This is a tough dialogue
Still.
choice.
If whatever managed to murder...
Yeah, I agree. Whatever managed to murder them. So you're gonna have to like press one lever to get it to go up. Because that way you can reach it from over here. You have to go over there, and then what you'll do is you'll use an arrow to like hit the lever that's away from the farthest from you. I'm gonna go over here.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
No, you're not. Yeah. I'm gonna pick it up because it's probably worth something. Like, my concept of this game is loot everything. We'll definitely need the income. But I'm sticking to just 4 builds. Like, basically what I think are roughly the top builds in the game. Try to limit my options. Like I said, I'm just sort of like talking a little bit as I move around, so that if you're just joining me, you know some of this stuff. Shadowheart will be a light cleric. I don't apologize for that. It's not necessarily the strongest build, but I don't care. Because you need a healer in this game. Even though you should what I read is you should prioritize damage on honor mode. But you need her just in case, you know, someone dies or something like that. So the Scimitar mold and the longsword mold I'm sending directly to camp. I just do not care. From what I read and what I understand, my opinion is the best items to forge in the forge are not the weapons. The medium adamantine scale is what I think is the best. I'm not playing with mods. If I was playing with the extra mithril mod, then I'd be forging like 2 medium armor, 2 heavy armor, and then 2 shields, but
that shithead fools. I ain't cleaning the splatter.
But I don't need to do that. I'm going to explain why.
Lost in thought.
He already has the real Sparky Sparks wall. She has the safeguard shield, which is good enough for saving throws. Karlach does not use a shield basically almost ever in this game, except towards the end, and by then you have several different ones, including Kethric's shield. And then a Swords Bard does not have shield proficiency. Yep, no shields, just light and medium armor. So you might as well not bother with a Swords Bard. There might be some future plans for dual wielding, but anyway. So we're going to jump up here.
Platform's covered in rust. Must be older than bone dust.
Come on, bro. Over here. Shadowheart, are you in the way?
Whatever it takes.
Is this you, Shadowheart? I'm getting a little bit buggy today. Yeah, it is you, Shadowheart. Dadgummit, Shadowheart. Move! There. Our psychopathic little shovel needs to get on here. Is it too high just in general? Alright, well, technically what I can do...
Still in control.
Alright, now we're going to shoot the one farthest from us to travel. That's super important. Go back up and down. Game's gonna lock on our vision. Alright, now you're gonna ungroup everyone, because trust me, you're gonna need to. No one wants to jump, because it's like 1 or 2 hit points of pain.
With haste.
3, whatever it is. Like, it's not very much, but... And it's not worth a feather fall scroll just for a few, like maybe 2 or 3 hit points of damage. Even if I wasn't going to go into Grymforge, I want the experience.
Back on your feet or I'll bite your
At the ready.
one by one.
Sergeant Thrin down there, you can listen to her like abusing the freaking slaves. She's completely a jerk. Again, I don't believe slavery is good or right at all. So in my mind, like I'm playing Darkverge, I'm already playing a moral character, like, you know, or a character that tries to be moral. So, I'm already, like, in my mind, I'm already plotting the demise of the slavers. Come on, Shovel, hurry the heck up. Why are you over here? Dadgummit, Shovel. Come here. Jump. Alright, here we go.
Keep it together.
Alright. Mace mold, that's going right to storage. At the camp. Now might be a good time to eat some roasted dwarf. Still sort of creepy. It's gross and creepy. You are a half-orc. Not trying to be engaged in speciesism. It's not racism because they're not races, they're species.
Another step forward.
Speciesism or whatever it would be. Not trying to engage in that, but you know, orcs are known for eating things, as you probably know from watching Lord of the Rings and other stuff like that. So maybe that's why the Dark Urge can engage in some humanoid eating, and it bring his hit points. I don't know what the logic in the game is.
Wish I had a
So
bag
this is the
of
heavy
holding.
armor splint. You definitely want this. If for no other reason than to sell it. I'm gonna read the scribbled note. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Which we're not doing heavy armor. Send to camp. The reason why is the only person in the camp or in the
I
party that can
approve.
really handle heavy armor is Gale because he is a Tempest cleric. However, I want the Jolty vest, so I'm using that instead.
No one stopped me yet.
There are other heavy armors in like the you know, other areas of the game, but for now, that's what
Moving
I'm doing.
in.
Now, since there's really nothing down here, but just all this armor and stuff all over the place is really like macabre. It's like all these dead people and stuff. Anyway. Books. Usually I have Gale grab the books because he likes books. Alright, yeah, we're reaching our capacity limit. No, dadgummit. There we go. Give Shadowheart some stuff. Alright.
Let's
Read
see.
this. Read all the things, even if you've already read it before, just like to trigger the knowledge. Alright. So we're going to come over here. We want the experience points even if we don't go downstairs to Grymforge. So we're going to go over here. There's some areas to get experience and
What's
stuff
in
down
here?
here that you don't have to necessarily go all the way into like doing like forge construction. Alright, there's going to be a battle over here for the medium armor. By the way, do I still have the heavy armor on my person? Or the mold? Pretty sure I sent it to camp. Yeah, whatever. Alright.
Bet that will fit in
Might
my
as well,
back.
because they're going to attack us while we're over here. Alright, so you... I'm going to go ahead and send you all the way over here. Or at least as close as you can get. Just whatever. Let's get some stuff. Alright, you are going to come over here. There's one of those hiding right behind there. I can already see his butt.
Find a route.
So you're going to go up here and battle these guys on the bridge. But whatever.
Easy.
She just annihilates everyone. It's like amazing. Now, granted, anyone who is like outfitted as a berserker thrower barbarian can do this, so you can reclass any of your characters.
Well,
I like how
so much for peace.
this is. I like trying to be more or less true to the original builds.
Wonder
or
if
at
the
least
gods are
close to
watching
them.
me.
Smack. Alright.
Allow me
Don't
to
worry about much of
demonstrate.
anything else.
Indeed.
Come over here, Gale. Can't really hit him from here. Could technically do. That'll help a little bit. And then nothing else is going on, so I can hit some of them from here. Dink. I'll make sure I move the camera around
Got
a
to
lot
press
just to
on.
make everyone sick. Alright, so you not even gonna bother starting Baldur Alube in terms of the Shriek for extra thunder damage, because by the time I even engage in this, by the time I get there, like Karlock and Shadow, I've already killed basically everyone in the game.
Can't even catch my breath.
Attack this. Huh. That's interesting. Alright, so Shadow Heart.
Bleed for me.
You just hit it. Dude, Shadow Heart. Like, you have maxed out strength. You should be able to hit this. Ow. Well, he's permanent, so he'll come back still. Alright, so Karlock. Let's try to knock this person over. Oh my goodness, I said throw. That was me. I must have put the wrong button. I freaking hit him. There we go. So that was one of them.
Blood comes easy these days.
It does. Is there a way to do it offhand? No, there's not. Okay. Yay, killed it. So what I'm gonna do now is make up here and hit this guy.
Blood follows me everywhere.
Because I used my other action to do it. Gotcha.
May the dice roll in my favor.
And so, only one left. Yep, killed it.
Have I been this way before?
Everyone wants to stockpile up here. Go down, go down. Little kitten. I have a little kitten who wants to
I'd love
attack
to,
me right
thanks.
now. They're attacking right meow. Empty armor.
Yoink!
Come over here.
On my way.
What I think we're gonna do is you're gonna grab this, and you're gonna go down and grab the other thing. Our fiery friend that is immune to fire. Definitely gonna need the medium armor, thingamabob. And I still don't have any scrolls, spell scrolls of, what is it called? Featherfall, so I'm just gonna probably have to do it the hard way. Look, kitten, I love you. Stop it, please. Stop attacking me. But good thing we're Karlock, because we're resistant to fire already. And then I don't know why my kitten won't stop attacking me. Kitten attack. Alright.
At least things have stayed interesting.
So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go down here.
Don't waste a step.
How are my spellcasters doing?
Da da da.
Doesn't have any more rage. I could
Intestines
probably
throb.
stop it.
Blood
I don't need to stop it.
whispers.
Let's see here. Could probably handle what comes next. Probably. I don't know. I'm tempted to freaking take a long rest. That's the difficult thing about honor mode is like you want to make sure that you're doing it right. If you go in there with like one fewer spells than you think you might need, then you could like totally botch the game. Maybe not. Whatever. So let's go down here.
Best be on my way.
Basically, going down here, you're gonna like cause some methods to come out. And we get XP just for being down here. We're getting so close. So close. Okay, give me 1 second.
You have my attention.
I'm gonna go ahead. Short rest? Okay. Well, in that case.
I've got a long road ahead. I took the edge off.
Alright.
Life.
I can do better.
Alright. Shovel.
I must.
See? Tell you the truth.
Calls me beefy. Thanks, guy. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video short from here because I'm about to go and do something else. Thank you for watching. This is the One-Eyed Cat signing out.